Now, Kraftwerk, right, are one of the most influential bands of all time.
Ever?
Right, they are. And they've got a new single out called Expo 2000. Well, it comes out on the 31st of January.
Right.
And we got it here, so we'll play that. But I thought, it's almost historic because Kraftwerk, I mean, everybody in dance music and anybody in electronic music and,
recognises,
they are sort of founding fathers.
Of course they are.
In many ways. And so I thought it would be interesting just to look back at their history very briefly.
Right.
Because we've got to remind ourselves that, in fact, the last original... They did the remix album in 91, the mix.
Yeah, great, yeah.
But the last original album of new stuff was Electric Cafe in 1986.
Unbelievable.
Right, so what's that, 13 years ago? They actually, but they're responsible for so many things. I mean, like Autobahn is, of course, one of the great ones that people...
Genius, yeah.
I thought it would be worth, sort of... Because that sort of combined not only electronic music, but also kind of West Coast... Beach Boy harmony things.
Yeah, no, he was very clever.
It was very clever.
Way ahead of the time.
I thought it might be worth just hearing a little bit of Autobahn again.
Yeah, great.
So I think you can see what a sort of prime influence they were. They've had a lot of big hits. The Model, of course.
He's Glenn Hoddle and he's looking good.
And, all the classic albums about Trans-Europe Express and Man Machine and everything. Yeah. Actually, it's interesting that one piece of music that does get trotted out is Tour de France.
Well, that's a classic, isn't it?
Which is a classic. It actually came out in 1983, Tour de France by Kraftwerk, and of course it gets dragged out to accompany the race.
Quite right.
But I think it's worth having a listen to that, because this is going to be a hit.
Right.
Expo 2000, obviously,
hopefully.
Right?
Yeah.
But, this was their last hit, 1983.
Unbelievable.
Can you believe that?
Sounds so modern as well.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
They were so ahead of the time. It's Kraftwerk and Tour de France.
Have you seen my chopper bike? Tour de France, Tour de France. I'm talking now about my bike. Tour de France, Tour de France. I use it when I don't hitchhike. Tour de France, Tour de France. It's got two wheels, it's not a trike. Tour de France, Tour de France. Say, Wolfgang, have you seen my pump anywhere? I am thinking of taking up my stabilizers next week. What do you think, yeah? I can't talk, I've got to go.
Just a sort of a quick skirt through the illustrious back catalogue of the mighty Kraftwerk.
Respect.
And the instruments just sound so perfect.
Yeah, big influence on Bowie, of course.
Yeah, robotic purity.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, this is the new one. It's out in January. This is Kraftwerk and Expo 2000. Apparently, there's going to be a remix by a load of top DJs. So, have they got your number?
Not yet.
Right.